Marley, how are you feeling?
I relieved. This has been a lot of work, and to finally push go is just like,
Hitting that
oh my
live
god,
button?
right? Yeah, it's almost like you've spent all of this time like purchasing all the gifts, wrapping all the gifts, putting them all under the tree, and you see them there, and you're
Yes.
just like, you gotta wait. You
Yeah.
gotta wait, and then the time comes. It's like you've gotten your coffee, you
I know.
have your dessert, that's
You're
we usually open on Christmas Eve. So
check
like
the
we got
list,
our
check
coffee,
the
we got
list.
our dessert, we're sitting down, everybody's got their presents. It's like, all right, it's time to open.
Yay!
That's what I feel like. That's where we are.
Yes. So we're here today to announce that everyone has made the good list. Nobody is on the naughty list. We are here to spread holiday cheer. Notice we busted out. I busted out my Home Alone
I
Christmas
gotta have
sweater.
my orange sweater. I don't have a. I was like, I
It
don't have
worked.
a holiday. I gotta make myself a holiday sweater.
Yeah, I busted out my Target Christmas sweater, but everybody, we're coming in with lights. We're coming in with lights.
Oh my gosh.
This is how excited we are. I'm sure a lot of people are seeing this and being like, what are they doing? Like,
why
it is July.
This is
It is.
July.
Oh, someone just said what? It is July, but if you've ever participated in Christmas in July before, we are back for our third year, and I am more excited than ever. I know Marley's more excited than ever. We are here to announce that we just pushed the button for live for the 2022 Prancing Through the Holidays, and we could not be more excited. This year's a bit different, though, right, Marley?
It is very different. So, as Brianna said, for the past 3 years, we've done a Christmas in July event. The first year, it was like, seriously, I called her. I was like, hey, I was thinking about doing like a Christmas stocking in a weekend. You want to do it? She's like, I'm game. So we did it. You guys loved it. And last year, I was like, are we doing it again? Yeah, we're doing it again. And so this year, because we're always raising the bar up a little bit more, we're just like, okay, so this year, not only are we going to do the event, but we're going to make it so that it's also a course that people could buy. So that way, for those of you who are like, oh, I always just buy the pattern so that way I have it in hand and I'm good to go. This is like a pattern on crack, people. Yeah. You are getting both patterns. You get all of the video content and the extras that go into one place, all in one home of the course, plus a bunch of bonuses that we'll talk about here in a minute. So for this year, instead of us saying, hey, here's the pattern if you want to buy it in full ad-free PDF like beforehand, we're saying, no. Not only that, you're going to get both patterns, all of the videos, all of the bonuses, and we're going to give you essentially money back. Yeah. All just for this one little place. So
this is like when you open all the presents and you're like, wow, that was such an amazing Christmas. And then you're like, wait, what's this hiding in here? And what's this? And you're like, this could not get better.
It's so good. So we have that, but that's not to say all of you who are like, but I love the free make along part of it. It's still there. It's just for a limited time that it will be there. So we have the best of both worlds happening. And like all of you that are following me here on the Marley Bird YouTube channel, you know about the Marley Bird House. For Brianna's channel, you guys might not know what the Marley Bird House is. And so it's a cool house. It's a house that a lot of my courses and some of my workshops and my pattern collections are all housed in one place. So it's a great place that you can go to have like a wonderful experience. And so we can actually show them the birdhouse if we go along here a little bit. But before we do that, I mean, what can people expect this year besides the cool Marley Birdhouse that maybe they haven't gotten the past like 3 years? Like what are some things we could tell them?
Well, first off, someone said, what is the patterns, right? Which is like, what are we doing, Marley?
What are we doing?
Should we show them?
I love the idea. Like let's start off with the like beforehand.
Yeah.
Brianna and I both were just like, okay, so I feel like we need to make our stockings somewhat not the same, but complementary to our stockings from previous years. Right, last year especially. So that way you guys can start building a collection, right? So that was our first task. Then we both started making stockings, and turns out we both did sort of a similar thing. I think you did it first, and then I was like, oh, I'll kind of go along with that, and then
so fun.
We got like it's just cool. So
okay, on the count of 3, are you ready?
We used last year.
Yeah,
because we loved it.
And it could go with your collection. So
yeah.
you can always like use colors if you have leftovers from last year, or you want to keep a really nice collection on the mantle.
Right. I use the same needle sizes, so that way you wouldn't have to buy new needles if you didn't have
Yeah,
to.
mine's all the same. Yeah, yeah. We're
So,
just like making it really easy this year if you participated last year to keep building upon that heirloom stocking collection. So
all right. Do you have yours? Do you have yours
I
ready?
do. All right, I'm going to count down.
All right.
3.
5. Okay.
Oh, 5.
You go.
3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
There it is.
This is why we're calling it Prancing Through the Holidays, because we have some prancing deers on our stockings, which is super fun. This is amazing, fun color work. So mine is crochet and Marley's is knit. So whether you crochet or you knit, you can do this make along. That's what's so exciting about it.
If you're crafty, you are like, this is your jam, people. This is your jam.
Yeah.
I love it. And if you are not somebody who's into deer, for mine especially, like you could just do that full pattern.
You can always do snowflakes up here. Yeah, it's so fun. But
I'm this close to doing that.
I know. I mean, I really want to start listing off all the cool things, though. I'm going to mention one right now. Just because we're showing colorwork stockings. If you've ever been afraid of colorwork, join us because we've got videos. I mean, it's going to be amazing. You already know that. We're going to walk you through every step. But there's a super, super special thing if you enter and you go into the course, because we organized it this way. And this is why we did it, so that we could find a way to make it just even better. And we need that course platform to do so. We have interactive colorwork charts, which means you don't have to. You still can if you want to, but you won't have to print out these charts. And I know some people will take a pencil and they will stop. They'll put their knitting needles down. They'll put their crochet hook down, and they will mark off and scratch each line as you work up that chart. Well, the way we built it within the course, if you choose to do it that way, we have an interactive chart for this color work where on your screen, it will tell you what line you're on and it will highlight it. And you just click the space bar or click the mouse and it goes to the next line and the next line and the next. So it's so easy to like visually see on your phone, on a tablet, on a computer, what line you're on. And it's really cool to have that interactive chart.
Yep. It's fantastic. And that's only coming with the course. With the free side of it all, that's going to be the same as it always usually is. We're going to drip it out over a course of just a few days. So I'll start the 21st. So you get the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and then it ends the 25th, right? That's when it leaves. And then so you'll get a video that'll be released during the time, the portion of the pattern that's released during that time. But then after the 25th, all of that leaves our blog and it leaves our YouTube channels. So at that point, you'll only be able to get any of the information on the actual course. And I don't know if can I do a share screen on here, Brianna? Like I could share.
You should be able to. Yeah, you should be able to. Right. Also, Melissa, we noticed.
You were the very first one to purchase. It wasn't even like technically live. Like we made it live to do a test run. And we're like, wait a minute. Somebody's already purchased.
That's awesome.
Pretty crazy. All right. So I'm going to do, am I doing a sheet? Do you have to select it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, this is the Marley birdhouse. Okay. So I am in the Marley birdhouse. These are my products that I actually already own, but we're concerned about this one, Prancing Through the Holidays with Marley Bird and Brianna K. I'm going to click on view product. Now this is, if you've already purchased, this is what it's going to come up as. You'll see here, it says Prancing Through the Holidays. It gives you a bunch of different details. This is the introduction right here. This is where you're going to start. And so you'll click view this module and it comes over here and you'll see it has video introduction. You click on right there and boop, it comes up with the video. So you'll watch a video. All right, I'm not going to spoil it. Anyways, there's a video to kind of explain what I'm doing right now with you guys. And after that, you come down here and here's your supply list. So you'll click on this view module. That's what these are called, are modules. And you'll see in here, so like there's the scamper list, there's the prancing list. And when you go into each of these, you'll be able to download the full list. Okay, so you'll have your list. So you're going to get the list. Those of you who want the free version, the list is actually something you'll be able to sign up to get. We're going to send it to you via email or once you sign up, you'll get the list over on Brianna's page. So we'll get to that in a minute. But as I keep scrolling, look here. You can see that these are, I'm going to call them grayed out, or they're faded out. That's because these particular modules do not drop until the date. See, it says unlock on July 21st. That's when the knit along and crochet along starts. And then unlocks July 21st. So when the knit pattern drops, you'll have 8 lessons in there for you to follow along with, plus the pattern PDF. With the Prancing crochet one, I just haven't uploaded her lessons yet, but you'll have as many lessons in there too, plus the pattern PDF. Then once you've completed your full stocking, you're like, I love this, I love their patterns, you are going to get a special Ravelry coupon to spend in each of our stores. So that means you're going to get $10 to spend in my store and $10 to spend in Brianna's store. So you're essentially getting a free $20 gift, right? $20 to spend.
Yeah.
And you get a bonus deer knitting pattern, like a prancing deer, which is going to match the prancing crochet stocking pattern. You're going to get a polar bear crochet pattern and a polar bear knit pattern. So you get 3 more stocking patterns. So you get 2 awesome patterns and all the video content that goes with them. A $20 like essentially coupon to spend in our store. So $10 in each of our store, and 3 more patterns. All right. All for the price of 1 pattern. And you get the full make along. You have the Facebook group. We have all the things, right? But that's not all, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the Marley Birdhouse because I'm going to scroll down here. When you go to purchase the Prancing Through the Holidays, you're going to see you get a one-time offer to purchase the Marley and Brianna Kate's favorite patterns. Okay. So we've put together a collection of 6 patterns that we have just put them together, and we're like, hey, here's a bundle of 6 of our, some of our favorite patterns. We're putting them out here. You can purchase this. This only way you can purchase it, guys, is if you purchase the course, and then this is given to you as an option to purchase this. You can't purchase this separately, but this is where you'll have 6 different patterns in here. You can see that my 4 patterns are in this module. Brianna's 4 patterns are in this module. So you would just click it, and you're going to see it comes over here. And then here's the introduction. You can click on each of these and it will take you to the pattern PDF for each one of them, and you can download them individually. Now, if you are a Marley Bird fan, you probably recognize some of these. You're like, oh, I already have those patterns. So you might not, need those, but maybe you need hers. And so it's a very great price. I mean, all of these together, I mean, it's a very valuable collection, but the only way you can get it, as we said, we're making it as a one-time offer if you get the Prancing Through the Holidays.
Yep.
So Marley Birdhouse, that's where it is, y'all. I'm going to stop screen sharing.
Yeah, I'm just turned off. We're good.
There you go.
So I'm going to come on over to another website. This is what, if you click that link that's in the description, also I put it a couple times in the comments. Let's take a look at what that looks like.
Yes.
So this is our Prancing Through the Holidays page. This is where all of the information is. This link is really nice to have handy, but this is where if you have any questions that we've missed on this live or you haven't heard of anything yet, head on over to that link because everything will be there. If not, feel free to message us. But this is where it talks about the event.
Yes.
And if you're joining us free, if you're purchasing the course, that's great. Either way, we want you to get supplies because yarn shopping is fun.
Yes.
We want you to get supplies now. We don't want you to wait. The stocking will be available in knit or crochet July 21st. So you're going to want to have your yarn in hand. And the only way to do that is to get the supply list now so that you know and you can get ready. So you can come on over here and you can get the supply list here. Or if you purchase the course, the supply list is also in the course already. Now,
Yes.
This is where I want to really point out the difference between, you can choose whichever one you want. It's totally up to you. You can join us for free on the blog. You can purchase the online course. It's whatever works for you. But we've highlighted, because I know people will ask, the difference between the 2 courses and what you get. And you can see those huge bonuses with the course. Also, notice this right here. This. I have a feeling people are going to be like, what is that? What is it? I'm going to show them. I'm going to show them. So keep exploring this page. As you go down, you'll see, oh, now I lost my mouse. There's my mouse. all the amazing things that are coming in this course. It is all outlined in here, including an elf promise that you're going to want to go read about.
I mean, if there's any doubt of why you need this course,
Oh
or
my
if this is the
gosh.
first kind of course you've ever gotten, like we've tried to answer anything that you could have thought of, like as far as, do I need it? What do I get? What's the difference? What are the benefits? Like we've tried to put all of that into this information page. So if you're somebody that's like me, that's like, look, I want a bare bones, just where do I buy this? There's a link at the top.
Yep.
If you're somebody who wants to read everything that was written, you can read everything that was written. There are buttons all throughout,
all down here,
and that way you can see. The link, you guys, just so you know, is in the video description of this video. As far as I know, I might have to go add it to mine. I don't know if the video description automatically
commenting. I think it does comment most places, but people are still asking for a link. So
okay,
I feel like
I'm gonna open my YouTube.
You jump on over there. I'm going to show them
there.
stockings. Okay.
You
got this. All right, I'm going to go. So while Marley throws links in all the places possible, I want to talk about the bonus patterns, because those will not. So these 3 bonus patterns that come with the course purchase, they are currently not available, and they won't be available for individual sale during the course. So if you really want those, you want to get started on Christmas in July, the way you can get them is through purchasing the course. So these are the 3 bonus patterns. So I figured, since I was doing this one in crochet, we might have some knitters that would want a mimic, because mimics are fun. So you can also knit this. This is one of the bonus patterns. And because whenever I'm making up a pattern, I make stuff that I want. And I love that. I love the flexibility of designing to be like, well, I want this. So I want it. And I went for it. I made another version that's polar bear, because I thought it would be really cute to have mimics here. So this is a crochet polar bear, and this is a knit polar bear. How cute are these? And that way you can continue to make your collection. Now, my husband thinks I'm crazy because I like have so many stockings. Marley, we have so many stockings. But I don't care. He's like, you made 4 new ones this year. And I'm like, I don't care. I love it. I also love the idea of like someday when our kids go, they get to choose their favorite stocking. And I like the idea of like having collections where, you know, every year we might have a different collection on the mantle. I'm just that way. Right. I love the holidays.
You know, so I brought over my stockings from last year, because the big thing for me is like, so I love things when things are very uniform, but not matchy identical, just enough. Yeah. And so my goal this year was to make this year's stocking at least the same size as last year's. So we're using the same yarn. I made it the same size. And like, I'm going to show you. So like, these are my last year's. These ones right here, right? These are the 2 I made. This is this year's. They're all the same size.
They're so pretty.
They're all the same size. I want to make another one of these. So like all of my video content, I'm hoping to make another one, because I want to make a whole nother one in different colors. But the cool thing is, if you understand the whole idea of like the waistcoat stitch and reading charts and applying the waistcoat stitch to a knitting chart, you could turn mine into a crochet pattern.
You definitely
actually thought about that. If I had all the time in the world.
If you're like going, what is the waistcoat stitch? Just go look at the one that's in the course. It's right there.
It's so cool. So like I said, if I had all the time in the world, I would be making this in a crochet version too. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I'll do that and then I'll stick it in as a bonus, because I think it would be awesome. But there's that. So I did just change my video description. So if it wasn't there before on mine.
Oh, okay.
But now it is. So
I'm afraid to check mine, because I'm afraid it'll start like making noise.
So mine showed up and it said it was the Mary Maxim something or other.
Oh no, but I changed that title. That's weird. Sometimes technology is just crazy.
Yeah. So this, like my title says, "Where's my mystery box?" So I'm going to change that real quick.
I'm going to click this. Oh, there we go.
You guys, technology is great.
I know. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I want to make sure people could get to that link. I see a lot of people asking for that link.
All right.
Let's see. It's there on mine. Okay.
All right. So I've added it to mine. You guys should be able to see it. I sure hope so. Let me know if you can't see it, everybody, please. I've hit save, so it should be there. We'll see.
So this is a good question. Someone asked, do they get the video tutorial for the bear? Here's what's cool is I made the video tutorial for the prancing deer, and the bear is almost the same. It's really just a mimic. So the tutorial for this will help you for the bear, because I kept A lot of the stuff like the toe, the heel, the top, the same. It's just a different chart in the foot and the leg. So you'll be just fine. I went in detail with the prancing deer. That if you have any questions, you can always comment. And then also you can watch that deer video and it should be great. Yeah, they're great mimics. It's really fun to like do color work because you can switch out what colors you choose. There's a lot of yarn choices. It's super fun.
So the great thing here, you guys, if you've purchased, a majority of my patterns are all about $9.99 each. I have some in there that are smaller accessories that are $6.99, but the majority of my patterns are $9.99. And the patterns that are really cram-packed full of stuff, I've raised my price to $12.99 because there's so much content that goes with them. So for the price of one pattern, you're getting all of this. You're getting into the member vault course, the Marley birdhouse, and you're gonna love it. Like, it's just everything in one place. How many of you have went and taken a class at some sort of an event, right?
Yeah.
You go, you pay, it's a 3-hour class.
Yep.
Yeah, usually a 3-hour class, like $125, $150, right? Like, it's so much money. You're like, but it's in person. It's going to be so much better because it's in person. So you go, you spend 3 hours with this teacher, you leave, you're like, man, that's great. And you never look at the stuff again. Or if you go to look at it, you can't find it. Like,
or my notes aren't very good.
Yeah. So literally for the price of what would be Arby's anymore, right? Have you been to Arby's lately? Like, it's like, this is how much it would be. You're getting not like just one class, you're getting 2 professional teachers, all of the pattern that we wrote, all of the information, and this class that's way more than 3 hours, all put together in one place where you will always be able to find it and rewatch that class. Because when you're doing in-person classes, I mean, I don't know of any right now that are recorded you could take home with you, because that's a whole other ball game. But so this is unbelievable. Oh, I love it. Brat's mom says, I love that birdhouse. Did you see that? I love that birdhouse. I love it. So when you are thinking, gosh, I don't know, this is great. Having everything in one place is so convenient. And if you are not already part of the posse that essentially has the Marley Bird bookmark on your Google Chrome, you need to get on that ride, because it is so easy just to have it there. Because whenever you buy these courses, workshops, anything that has to do with the Marley Birdhouse, you just click on the Marley Birdhouse, sign in, and everything you need is always right there. And if we update anything, add anything, it's automatically added in there for you. So you don't have to go and search and be like, oh, I think I bought that, and she's giving like a bonus. Oh, did I get it? Well, if it's a bonus it's there. You've already got it. You
don't need to go search through thousands of emails in some weird folder you put it in like I do to find one email. It's all in one place.
Right.
All there.
Like, we lowballed the estimate of what this course would be worth and put it out there that was like $79. But if you were to really take 2 full-on in-person courses that were $150 each, plus everything else that's added in, this is a lot of bang for your buck.
Plus, there is something, I know, remember how I said we're going to unwrap some presents and then you're going to find a secret here in the tree and a secret there. Marley, what else are we giving them in our Ravelry shops?
So you get the $10 coupon to spend in my store, $10 coupon to spend in Brianna's store. So that's $20. So if you ever were going to just already buy a pattern from each of us, save your money on that, buy this, and then you still get those 2 patterns. You get all of it for the price of those patterns. Like, it's ridiculous.
Practically giving it away.
We're so crazy. We're
I know.
crazy for you.
It is. You know what else has got me so excited? I'm loving all these comments happening right now. This is so amazing. So the first year we did this,
by the way, you guys are in there. Some of these people are like, I don't need to hear anything.
Oh, I know. They already know.
I'm ready.
No, that's what's got me so excited is the first year we did this. I was super excited about it. And we had so many people join us. Like, so many people joined us. I was beyond flattered. And I was like, oh my gosh, we have to do this again just because of how much fun everyone had. And seeing all the stockings was amazing. And trust me, if you're busy in July, purchase the course. It's going to be there. You can do it in November. It's fine. You can
do it whenever you want.
You do it whenever you want.
At your own pace.
But then last year we came back for a second year because I was like, no, we got to do it again. We had so many people join. We have to show up again. And then it like doubled. And it was blown away. It like doubled in how many people joined us last year, that we knew that we had to do it again this year, even bigger and better. And because we know how much fun it is. So if you joined one before, you know it's fun. We've had so many people rejoin, and even more people every year, that I'm like, oh, this is so amazing. And each year it just gets bigger and better, and just so much fun. I love it.
It is amazing.
I wore my sweater for it in the Florida weather.
One thing I want to point out is that you don't have to be somebody who celebrates Christmas to make stockings. These are holiday stockings. We worked really hard, excuse me, as I get choked up. We worked really hard not to make them a Christmas oriented stocking. They are a holiday stocking because we know not everybody celebrates Christmas. I know that, but it doesn't mean that you can't put a stocking up during the holiday season, because it is something fun to do. So as much as, I do celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Christmas. So for me to make sure that I'm conscientious of that, I do work really hard to make sure that we are, I don't want to say celebrate.
Well, here's the cool thing about it. Marley and I are the same in so many ways, especially as our designer motivation. We like to really be top notch, but we have differences in our beliefs. We do. Yes. I celebrate Christmas slightly different than Marley probably does, but we both love the stockings, and it's so much fun, and it means so much to both of our families. And that's what I love about collaborations, especially when we collaborate together. We really have the opportunity to bring people from everywhere together, and that's my favorite thing about it. Wherever you come from around the world, come and join in. It's so much fun.
Well, and that brings me to the next thing is, maybe you're not into stockings, but maybe you kind of like socks. And so what could you kind of use this course a little bit as a tool to learn, to kind of help you learn the basics of sock construction?
So this is us really doing something in disguise to get you to make socks.
It's so funny. I know you like making socks. I love making socks. I even have a course in the Marley Birdhouse. You guys check it out. Classic and colorful crochet socks with Rob Shula. By far one of the best crochet sock courses I've ever seen in my life.
I can attest to that. I'm in the course. I love it. It's amazing. It is amazing.
There's even a full like add-on purchase that you could get. That's an entire another stitch dictionary of I think it's 20 more. It's amazing, right? So I love making socks. I love them. Yes. But sometimes socks really scare people. So the crazy thing here is, as you're making a stocking, it's on a grand scale, but you size that down with smaller yarn, smaller needles, and you got socks.
You're gonna see, it's less scary.
Yes. So you can use what you're going to learn. I'm doing top down stocking. She's doing toe up for crochet. And you can learn a lot of different things. So it's a great way to kind of dip your toe into doing something like this, especially if you're maybe you're by crafty, or you're a newly by crafty person who's just not real sure how to do, how to work in the round really comfortably in crochet, but you're kind of this is a great tool.
It's a great way. You don't have to work with a tiny, we're working with a DK or a worsted / Aran weight yarn. So you don't have to be intimidated by, I don't know, socks. I get why people are sometimes intimidated about socks until we show up, and then we make that non-intimidating. But if we're nervous at all, this is a great way to bounce off from okay, well, now I've done this, I can absolutely do socks.
It's so much fun.
Brad's mom has a question really quick. Is the Marley, the color workshop, is available to purchase in the Marley Birdhouse?
It is not available yet. So
it is not available.
Camp Colorwork is exclusive to people who purchase the summer craft reading box right now, but the Camp Colorwork will be available. You cannot hold me to this, but I think August or I think it's September.
It's coming.
When we were going to make it available. It will be there eventually for everybody. But Camp Colorwork is exclusive to that box for right now. But if you guys, can I give you a teaser? It's literally one of the best workshops I've ever done in my life.
I snuck behind there and kind of took a peek, Marley, and it's amazing.
It's unreal. It's unreal. Even the people that are in it, they're just I never expected this much content. They're this is amazing. So it's going to be great. But I digress. So the thing here is, you're going to learn some great skills with this, with the stocking here. If you've never done color work, guys, I'm telling you, it is nothing to be afraid of. Not scary. You could do it. Did you guys notice the Latvian braid? You guys,
Gorgeous.
all of my people know I love me a Latvian braid.
It's pretty.
And the Pico hem, like and then my I-cord, because I love the I-cord. Like, it's just a lot of fun, you guys. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be great. And those of you who are like, I love it, I wish I could get the course, but I'm going to have to do the free one. Totally fine. Yeah. Make sure you get your materials and be ready to go. As long as you're crocheting and knitting on the schedule of what we're doing. That's why we made it such a longer event this time instead of just 2 days. Yeah. So that we made sure you had some time to get things done.
Yep. Just book that weekend for making a stocking and it'll be a ton of fun.
Yep. Cindy Stever, she says, I'm doing camp color work and I love it. That makes me so happy. Just wait till the next one, because there's 3 releases in it right now for the box. Just wait till the next one. Like, it's going to blow your mind. Like, it's going to blow your mind. It's so fantastic. Let's see here. Marley, when will the Tournament of Stitches be available? We are working on it, but it's hard to release 2 things at once. So that's the next thing in order. That's why I'm not sure when Camp Colorwork is going to be released to the public, because the next one on my ticket is Tournament of Stitches, because we're putting that all together so that it will be available in the Marley Birdhouse. Like, okay, Brianna, people are loving this. Like, every time I look over at Thrivecart, like, we've had so many people come and check it out. So many people are like, I'm in, I want it. A lot of you are.
I knew they would be.
Yes. So many of you are taking advantage of the 6 patterns collection because you're like, oh, those are fun. Because it's a combination of knit and crochet. So here's the thing, y'all. If you are not by Crafty yet, you need to get on that train. You need to get on the train. Because then all of a sudden this world opens up where those patterns, like,
but even if you aren't, like, this is still an amazing deal. We're practically paying people to, like, buy it, because we're giving you $10 to each of our shops, which is $20. And what's the price of this again, Marley?
For the 6 patterns?
For this stocking event.
$19.
Yeah, we're basically
$19. We're giving you.
We really need a manager to, like, decide this stuff, because we just want people to do it so bad. We're like, well, we'll just give it away.
I think it's funny. Like, I have friends who are like, wait.
I know.
I
that makes no business sense.
I know. They're like, wait, I can't get anybody to buy my $10 pattern. But you're not only going to charge them $19 for 2 patterns and then give them $20 and then give them 3 more patterns.
I know.
You're doing that? And I said, yeah. And they're like, what? And I said, yeah. And then I'm like, and I'm putting them all into this Marley Birdhouse that I pay for to keep everything in one place and nice and pretty, so that all of their content and all their videos. And then they're like, wait, videos? And I'm like, yeah, videos, fully edited,
interactive color charts. What?
Yeah, they're like, these what? And I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, yeah. So then we'll make sure that they have the link to all the stitch fiddle. And they're like, what? You're giving them that link?
I know. And what's so funny about it is, like, our husbands, I'm sure Marley, like, always bounces. Like, we get so excited about stuff. We talk like a mile a minute at dinner sometimes. And I'm telling him, like, oh, this is so doing this. And, like, even though he doesn't crochet and knit, he's hearing me say this product and this product. And I was like, oh, I got to get this done, because I want to offer that too. And I'm going to throw in this. Yeah, I'm going to throw in this. And then he'll be like, geez, like, are you guys, like, charging, I'm like $60 for this? And I was like,
I know. We're like, no.
He's like, are you charging?
I know.
And I'm like, I don't want to say. You'll judge now.
There's a lot of judgment. You know what? More than anything, because I'm a crafter, just like all of you, and I know that we understand the idea of value. Yeah. Even though I'm not saying you don't value the work that Brianna and I do. We also know that it really feels good to get some bang for your buck. And it feels good to feel like, hey, I like them and they have a lot of added value to their product. So that's what we like to try and add.
Yes. We want you to feel the opposite at the gas pump.
Right.
Well, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Where this one is like, whoa, that's amazing. Right. Yeah.
I love that feeling. I love it when people are like, you know what, doing a knit along or a crochet along or a make along. This is a make along with Marley, with Brianna, with Robin, with whoever I'm working with at the time. You know, it's like, I love doing those, because not only am I just like, they're not just giving me a pattern saying, okay, go.
Bye.
They're literally walking
Yeah.
through, here's how you do it. And they're teaching me, oh, this is why we're doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then check out this video because it'll show you this. And then, oh, here's a little bonus video to show you how to do this. Or, you know what I mean? There's like all of that content that's added in, which is what you would get if you were in a live class with us, right? Because how many times have you end up in a class and the teacher gives you these little nuggets of information, right?
Yeah, and then you either write it down or you have to keep track of that handout. But there have been times where I've been in a class and I'm like, I just need a pause button really quick. We all learn at a different pace. Like even advanced crocheters, like I learn or I write at a different pace than others. And so having like that pause, rewind, or speed up, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I listen to podcasts now on like 1.5 or 2 even.
Yep.
I just want to grab that content and then I can hit like, oh, we'll slow that down. I want to hear that part. And then I'm going to speed up. So that's why we design it that way too, is sometimes in a class, they're teaching to one type of learner, one level of learner, and you are required to either be bored or keep up. Like it just seems like here or here. And so this is a way where like, no matter what type of learner you are, we can get this at a pace that works for you. And that's why I love this, is I feel like it's just the most successful. It's the best path to success.
Right.
For sure.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I mean, you guys are listening to us talk about all this. I mean, a lot of you are probably like, it's July. I don't want to think about the holidays yet, but I'm telling you, it'll be here before you know it, guys. It'll be here before you know it.
It will.
Just like the end of summer will be here before you know it. Like I'm just like, I'm ready for my
gosh,
knit.
I know.
Sometimes it's real hot.
And I love that we call this one. I just think it's so cute how we have these cute stockings that are like prancing deer. And we call it prancing through the holidays because we want you to prance through the holidays this year. If you want to get ahead of the game a little bit and make your stockings now, then it's so much fun to get them out and display and not have to be working last minute. So it's totally up to you when you want to make them if you purchase the course. If you're doing the free version, you'll want to grab your supplies and be ready for July 21st, which I'm
absolutely.
super excited about.
I did want to let you guys know that you'll notice in the Marley Birdhouse that there's the stocking pattern collection, which is it's a purchase. It's not a course like what we're doing, but it's a place where we have all there are 6 patterns in there, 3 knit and 3 crochet. And the ones from last year, these 2, and the one, these aren't 2, this one, and then the 2 from Brianna, there's the knit version and crochet version, and then there's one from the previous year, there's a crochet one, and then another knit one. They're all available in the stocking pattern collection volume 1 in the Marley Birdhouse. So if you want to check that out, you can. That's a completely different product, but I'm just pointing that out, that if you don't already have the patterns from years past, and you're like, oh, I kind of like those, I highly recommend.
And if you want to know what mine are, because I didn't pull them down from the attic, go check it out.
Go check it out. Yeah.
Marley has her. She's all organized. She's like, this is my last year's.
Yeah, I pulled them out to show on the Camp Colorwork videos. That's why I had them out.
Okay, so well, you're making me feel better then.
I know, that's the only reason. But in there, do you want to do a share screen again? Here, I'll do another. So I
do really quick, but let's answer this because I have seen this sometimes. Sometimes when designers collaborate, we're like, hey, we're dividing and conquering work. So when you go to my page, that's where the page is with all the information. And then when you click that button, it does take you to the Marley Birdhouse. So you're not lost. It's just the way it works. It's the way we divide and conquer so that we can make all this work happen for everybody.
Yep.
So you want your screen, Marley?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back this way. So this is my Marley Birdhouse again, just so you know. So this product right here, the stocking pattern collection, is already on. I've already purchased it. So when I click here, this is what I get. This is the main page that I have. And then down here, you'll see there are 5 modules. So this is what is the Christmas in July. It's actually our live video that we did when we were talking about it. This is the full pattern collection. Okay. And then over here, these are the video tutorials for making my stocking that we did live last year. These are still up on our YouTube channel, but now they're all in one place. These are the videos that Brianna did for her crochet stocking. These are the videos she did for her knit stocking. So if you missed all of the patterns from last year in all the collection and stuff, this is what you're going to want to get. So this is all the patterns in one downloadable PDF. you would click on this and it has all the patterns all in there. And so you have everything you need. And then, like I said, I put the videos in here that are on our YouTube channel just so that you had them in one place.
Yeah, you don't have to search for anything. Yeah.
Right. So if you're interested, if you're like, oh, where do I get the previous year's pattern? This is where it would be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that should be in the Marley Birdhouse. Like, I'm just going to confirm this real quick. I'm just going to log out. So this is the Marley Birdhouse without me purchasing anything. So there's classic and colorful socks, the Prancing. This is the sock dictionary that goes with the sock workshop, and then the stocking collection. The patterns are available here, but the only way you can get them, guys, is if you get this course, okay? And then by Crafty Champions. So those are the products that I have in here for right now. This will not be up here after all of this is over. This will be invisible. So you won't be able to get that afterwards.
That's a limited time.
Does that make sense, y'all? Limited time. That's the word. Word of the season, limited time.
For that.
You guys are doing great.
Yes. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. We'll be checking those later. You can always tag us if we don't answer, if we don't happen to see it. And we're going to be back. So we had to come on live this week. I know everyone has busy lives, but we're like, no, we have to get this out. We need to get the supply list out so everyone can be yarn shopping and having fun with that this week. And on July 21st, we're going to launch the make along, whether you're doing it free or through the course. Everyone's going to have a great time.
Right.
Today's phenomenal. Today's epic for Marley.
Today is phenomenal.
Because we have been plotting this since last year. Last year. So it's so exciting for us to come on here and be like, ta-da!
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to leave it with one last thing.
Yep.
First things first, if you have any issues at all, please contact my customer service, which is contact@marleybird.com. Second thing is, whatever email you use to purchase your course, if you are not already part of the Marley Birdhouse, that email is going to be your username and your password until you change it. If the email you use to purchase the course is different than your Marley Birdhouse email that you already have, contact customer service and we'll get you connected. Don't stress about that, okay? Again, contact@marleybird.com. I have a customer service team. Sharon is there, ready to help you guys.
Helping us out.
Does have some, Sharon does have to sleep. So if like you're late at night or something, like give us some time. I promise I'm not stealing your money. I promise you. Like we're here. Yeah,
we'll make it right. So don't panic. Yeah. And if you did just purchase, thank you so much, Chris, who just purchased.
Awesome.
When we were testing the system, when I went through and pretended like I was purchasing my own course, it will take a few minutes to get the email. So just be patient. You'll get an instant invoice, and then you're going to wait and it will happen. You know how computers have to talk to each other and they're like, hey, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up
you get the invoice, then you get an email telling you how to get your stuff, and all of it, contact@marleybird.com. If you have any issues, that's where you want to be. We'll make sure everything gets connected and everything will be ready to go. But regardless of any of it, if you want the supply list, make sure you sign up on that link. Go to that link, put your email down there so you can get the supply list, so you can get your stuff either ordered from, we got our stuff from Knit Picks and We Crochet, or if you want to look at the supply list to check your own stash, like you could do that as well. You could do whatever you want. There are no rules. No rules.
We're not like that. There are no rules. So this is where you can click right here. You can put your email and your name in here, and the supply list will come. Right after you sign up, it's going to drop that supply list to you. If you purchase the course, it will be in the Marley Birdhouse. The supply list will be. And that way you can get an idea. We also went ahead and listed a few yarn substitutes, so maybe you can check your stash. If you used yarn last year and you want to use that same style of yarn again so that they continue to match, feel free. We just want you to make stockings, and we want to see them. We want to see your stockings. I loved last year when people were posting in our community groups. If you're not in our community groups, join those, where the yarn choices. I mean, I go crazy over just hey, this is my yarn choice, and I can't wait to see how the stocking works up. You can pick you might already have a set color decor that you do for the holidays, and you can run with that, and that way it's custom to your home. But I love seeing all the different styles. I love seeing some people have purple Christmas, like
Oh yeah.
purple and pink and ice blue, or they like, for me last year, I switched to kind of like almost like an ice green or the traditional. I love it all.
I'm really leaning towards like the icy colors because I only used 3 colors this year. Last year I used many colors. Like if you guys remember, I used
I
many
used
colors.
3. Yeah.
So I just used 3 this year, but I'm like, there are so many different ways you can just change this up. Like, I'm like, I like the idea of blues or purples.
I know.
I might need a purple.
Well, I mean, that's why I think, and like, that's what the fun thing too is, because like, look at, like, I went different colors, but they match so well. Like, it's so
They
cute
look great.
together. I know, I love it.
They're so cute. They're so awesome. So
All
I
right.
think we've told all the people about it. I hope you guys are ready. Be ready to hear a lot about it from us because we're posting it everywhere. Because believe it or not, there's people like, as much as we feel like we're talking about it all the time, there will be people on the 21st that are be like, oh, I wish I knew.
Yeah, we don't want you to forget. So we'll be back talking about it. We'll be posting about it. We're really excited about it. So you'll see how excited we're about it.
Yeah. When you get your yarn or whatever you're going to do, like take a picture of it and share it on social media. Use hashtag Prancing Stocking. Marley, hashtag Marley Bird, hashtag Brianna K Designs, hashtag MMMDI. Like, just tag us in it. So we want to know. Very excited about all of this and having all of you join us.
Yeah.
We feel like we're giving you enough time to prepare, enough time to get your yarn, enough time to have like, maybe you don't get paid this Friday, but you get paid next Friday. Like, we're giving you a full cycle to get through.
Plot what you're getting. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sharon wants to know where you got those leather handles.
Oh, yeah. So the leather handles are fun. I talk about that in the video and I show how to do those. So I have,
which for me is like huge bonus content. Like, I know. That's huge bonus content.
It's fun. And I also like, I'm one of those people who I love DIY. Like, I know it's horrible, but right now we knocked down a wall in our kitchen because we didn't want to pay a contractor. I'm like, I can do it. That is my attitude. I'm like, I can do that.
Will never leave my mouth ever.
This is totally me. So I wanted like leather straps on here, but I'm like, I don't want to spend a fortune on it. So I really used one of those 40% off coupons, went to Joann. They sell like a lot of it. Like I have not run out and I've made tons. I've made 6 stockings. I still have a lot left. And I did I punched holes into this strip and then I sewed them, but I show all that in the video. I think it's really cool. I think it's cool to incorporate the leather.
I love it.
You don't have to, but you can. And you can do it for like a lot less than just going and buying custom leather tags for something.
I use
cord, yes.
Prim I-cord maker because I love it. I used it last year too. I used it this year for my I-cord for my tab.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, yes, I can make I-cord with my needles. I can
make but so much more fun with that fun tool.
This is so much more fun. Like it is.
It's like mesmerizing to watch it come out.
Yes. It's worth every single penny. It's so fantastic.
For
sure. Mean, I still keep it in the box and everything. Like I just keep it stored away. It's so much fun. So I'm excited. I'm very excited to keep this going. I'm so glad all of you are just as thrilled to see it in the Marley Birdhouse. Like we thought that was something that you guys would love. And the feedback we've gotten from everybody who's a part of the Marley Birdhouse, which is there are over 5,000 users in the Marley Birdhouse, you guys. We have so many people who are so satisfied with the courses, with the workshops, with the collections, with everything, the way they're presented and together. It has been a very successful adventure for me to create this extra space to hold things like this. So we are thrilled that you guys are now going to be a part of it. Even if it's your first time or if you're coming back to the Birdhouse, you are welcome. We hope that there's going to be a lot of things there that you enjoy. Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah. All right.
So that's it for Melissa. I love Melissa. She's like, I gotta go. You know what? Yeah. Same. Dinner is ready. My husband's texting me. I'm so excited to have some food after all this hard work today.
Over there holding a plate.
We're gonna go get some food, and we are so excited for you to join us. Please click over to that page so you get your supply list, or jump on into the Marley Birdhouse with the course. We cannot wait to work with these stockings. Yeah, get the eggnog ready. Get the eggnog ready. Hit all the thumbs up, share with your friends. That always helps us indie designers to keep coming on back. Yes. So thank you so much. And we'll be talking to you again soon.
Bye guys.